Live on YouTube, it's OEHL Hockey. Live from the Center Dufferin Recreation Complex in Shelburne, Ontario, Canada for tonight's hockey game between the 2-3-0 Georgian Bay Applekings and the 0-3 Shelburne Muskies. This Muskies game is brought to you by Dufferin Mutual Insurance Group, located at 802 Main Street East in Shelburne, Ontario. Visit their website dufferinmutual.com or call 519-925-2026 for all your insurance needs. Dufferin Mutual, protecting Ontario's families for over 125 years. And by Larry's Small Engines, your trusted Can-Am, Sea-Doo, Ski-Doo dealer in Mono, Ontario, Canada. Located at 286-270 County Road 10. Visit their website at larrysmallengines.ca or call 519-941-1517 today. It's OEHL Hockey live on YouTube from Shelburne. That's right, folks. Welcome in to the Center Dufferin Recreation Complex here in Shelburne, Ontario, Canada for tonight's OEHL contest between the visiting 2-3-0 Georgian Bay Applekings and the 0-3 Shelburne Muskies. Andrew Rodgers in by name, and I'm the live on YouTube play-by-play commentator for the OEHL. And great to be here with you tonight to bring you OEHL action live from the Center Dufferin Recreation Complex. Shaping up to be a terrific game here tonight between both the Applekings and the Muskies. Muskies desperate for a win. Georgian Bay, coming off a loss last night, is hoping to get back in the win column here in Shelburne. We are going to start by looking at the out-of-town scoreboard from, well, last night. There were 4 games. We're going to start in the north. You had the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks defeating the Georgian Bay Applekings by a score of 5-3 and taking that one there. Like I say, big game there for Saugeen Shores to come into the win column, and Georgian Bay coming into this one on a back-to-back road game and hoping for a turnaround. The Durham Thundercats stay hot, and they defeat the Elmville Harvesters by a score of 8-4. And again, they are just firing at all cylinders. 34 goals for, 10 against, and just on an absolute tear to start their season. Over on the south side last night, the Elora Rocks were defeated by the visiting C4 Centenaires. 4-2 was the final in that one at the Jefferson Elora Community Center. Seaforth improving to 4-1. They've scored 29, only allowed 11. So off to a wicked start through their first 5 games. Elora dropping to 1-2 with the loss. Elsewhere in Petrolia, a 3-1 victory for the Squires over the Milverton four-wheel drives. Milverton 1-3-1. Petrolia 2-0 to start their season. Now, we'll go on to today. There are 6 games in total, including ours. You have the Dunville Arrows in Seaforth to take on the Centenaires. That began about 20 minutes or so ago. We'll try and keep you guys updated on these games as we go along here and do our best to follow along. The Tillsonburg Thunder and the Erin Outlaws from Erin, Ontario at 7:30 as well. And then in about 10 minutes or so when our game starts, they will be starting in Delhi at the Delhi Community Center. It's the Petrolia Squires and the Delhi Flames. Delhi looking for a victory. They've only scored 3 so far this season. And you have the Petrolia Squires who have only allowed 2. So put that into context however you wish. In the north, as we wind up our out-of-town scoreboard here, today, 3 games in the north. One of them already had finished, and it's the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks defeating the Ripley Wolves. Hockey Day in Kincardine. Saugeen Shores Winterhawks winning 5-3 over Ripley. So Saugeen Shores improving to 3-1-1, while the Ripley Wolves fall to 2-1. Elsewhere, 7:30 start time in Creemore. The Creemore Coyotes and the Lucknow Lancers going head-to-head. A battle of 0-2 teams that are desperate for a win. And like I say, that one got started about 25 minutes ago. So try and update you as we go along. A lot of action all over. And, of course, you have the Blue Jays game tonight. Blue Jays with a big 11-4 victory in game number 1 against the LA Dodgers to take that World Series 1-0 so far in the best of 7. So today, game 2 will start when this game gets underway, or at least a little bit after. So we'll keep you updated on that, although I'm sure if you're watching from home, chances are you're split screening. If you shouldn't, you should be. The Georgian Bay Applekings and the Shelburne Muskies coming up here from the CDRC, and should be a dandy of a contest, as mentioned. Andrew Rodgers here with you, live on YouTube. If you didn't catch it, the Shelburne Muskies, myself, dropped the first Muskies specific podcast live on, which was on YouTube. It was uploaded this past Thursday, called the Gone Fishing Podcast, and if you haven't checked it out, please do. Much appreciation of the almost 300 views that it's received in the few days that it's been up. Much appreciated, and can't express enough gratitude for that, because it's just unbelievable and humbling for me that you guys have appreciated the work that I put in, and continuing to do these games and coming out and showcasing the talent that is the Ontario Elite Hockey League. But like I say, lots of action all across the board, and we're going to try and keep you as up to date as possible, and keep you entertained here in Shelburne for tonight's game between the Applekings and the Shelburne Muskies. This game tonight brought to you by Dufferin Mutual, and as well it is brought to you by Larry's Small Engines in Mono, Ontario, Canada. We're just going to wait for the Zamboni to finish up. We'll have puck drop coming up here in a little bit. That was just a little pregame stuff for you, and the next time you'll hear me is when we're about ready to go here in Shelburne. Yes, welcome back in for tonight's hockey game. The OEHL, Georgian Bay Applekings and the Shelburne Muskies. Andrew Rodgers with you. We're going to get started with the national anthem. And with that, we are ready for hockey here at the Center Dufferin Recreation Complex. Starting in goal for your Georgian Bay Applekings is number 31, Jordan Elwood. This is his third start. He is 1-1. On the other side of things, for the Shelburne Muskies, starting his fourth game of 4 is Gatlin Burt. He is 0-3. Should be a dandy of a contest. We'll update the rosters as we go along here. Forgot to do that in my pregame. I apologize. But again, we are ready for hockey here in Shelburne. Andrew Rodgers on the call. Great to have you with us. This is going to start with Shelburne bringing it into the Georgian Bay end. It's going to be played up by the Applekings to center. It'll be chipped on the boards. It'll be played in by the Applekings. They'll go in after it. Lagozo throws it around. It's up the boards. It'll be to center, but Georgian Bay is just going to send it right back in. Back to get it, number 7, Aaron McGurk. Plays it ahead. It's tipped back, and McGurk is going to try again and get it to center. Big hit along the boards there by Ferreira, who makes his Shelburne Muskies debut here. Robitaille shoots. That's into the corner. It'll be played up the boards. Muskies are going to get it out, and it's all the way back into the Georgian Bay end. Will be played to the line, and it'll be an icing call as it wasn't deflected by the Applekings, and it's going to come back in the Georgian Bay end. Quite a few not playing for Georgian Bay. It's a long list, but not playing for Shelburne in this one. Number 9, Owen Gwynn. Number 13, Saul Marati. Number 14, Ty McCallum. Number 95, Jamie Coover. There's a shot. That's stopped by Elwood. It'll be played on the boards by Georgian Bay. They're just going to get this puck out and no icing. So Burt stops that in behind the net, and it's Muskies that are going to bring it up the ice. This is Hodgson throwing it across. It was almost intercepted. It'll be played up the boards, and now it's all the way into the Georgian Bay end. Elwood out to play it. Hodgson there. Hodgson's going to turn with it. Centering. Couldn't find a man. Now it's controlled by the Muskies. Centering pass. This one's going to get to the line and out. It'll be played. Here comes Mackenzie Fleming. And across the line. Shoots! Save! He was allowed to walk in and makes the shot. That was Salaturo. And Burt had to be sharp. Allowed to walk in all alone on Burt. Good early chance for the Applekings. This one's played ahead. Now it's going to be Georgian Bay and bringing it across the line. Centering pass. It's intercepted by the Muskies and up the boards. Kept in. Here's Robitaille. Robitaille moves. Backhand. Can't find anyone to pass it to. He keeps it. There's a centering pass. Muskies are going to get it. Try and get it out, but they cannot. DeCastro plays it ahead. It's going to be picked off, though, by the Applekings. A little bit of sloppy hockey here from the Muskies. It's kept in. There's a shot off a stick. It's into the far corner. Applekings controlling in the zone. Here's a shot from the line. It was fanned on. GW King shoots. It's intercepted. Muskies have it, and they'll put it off the boards and out. A little pressure there by the Applekings. Now it's going to be played across. Logan Blazer has a man. Centering! An extra pass went awry. That one, I believe it was Mackenzie Fleming who passed that across. When he had a lane, there's a shot on Bird. He makes the save. Another shot. That goes off the side of the net. Fleming has it again. Fleming centers. Here's another shot. Bird had to be sharp. Applekings with a little bit of pressure here in the Shelburne end. It's going to be played around to the line. Blazer keeps it in. Centering pass. This is going to come to Connor Long. He gives it away. Muskies control. It's to the line. Now it's out. And Georgian Bay is going to come back to get it in their own end. It'll be played ahead away from Caruso. Simmons battling for it at center. Now it's all the way back, and this is Ouellette. Had the puck stripped away. Train centers. Lugozo has it centers. Scores! The Muskies are on the board first. 16:27 to go, and they've put one on the board. It's 1-0 Shelburne. And this one's going to go to number 4, Devin Train. And the Muskies lead it 1-0. So for Devin Train, that's his first senior hockey goal. And yeah, they get that puck. And that's a feel-good moment for number 4 Shelburne as they lead it 1-0 here at the CDRC. Going to be given away. Salaturo trying to play it in. And now it's going to be the Muskies with it in their own end. Train off a skate of Lugozo. He brings it ahead. And across the line. He'll dish it. And then a big hit on the boards. Now it's back to the line. Kept in. McGurk to Lugozo. Couldn't get a shot away. It's to the line and out. Now look out. Here's a chance for Georgian Bay. Here's a shot. That goes wide on the blocker side. Big check on the boards. This one's going to be Georgian Bay, and it's played off the netting. And we're going to get a whistle here. In addition to the Georgian Bay Applekings is number 6, Lucas Dunn. And he kind of struggled coming up the ice there to make that chance on Burt. And just missing. So face off outside of the Georgian Bay blue line. 15:32 to go. Here in the first, it's 1-0 Shelburne. There's a shot from Long. This one into the corner. Ferreira plays it around the other way. It's going to come to the line. Kept in. There's a shot. Doesn't reach Elwood. They have to wait for the tag up offside, and now it's in on Elwood again, and he's going to hold it as Ferreira comes in looking for a loose puck. Tyler Ferreira, number 27, newest addition to the Shelburne Muskies. We'll try and keep you up to date on the other games happening in the OEHL tonight. There's 5 other games. One of them is already in the books, and that is the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks defeating the Ripley Wolves by a score of 5-3. This one was in Kincardine for Hockey Day in Kincardine. Trying to pull that up here, give you guys. And now they've dropped the puck, and Georgian Bay will take it in their own end. It's going to be kept in, though, by the Muskies. Centering pass intercepted, though. And now it's out, and here's Robitaille near the blue line. In across the line, he shoots, saved by Burt, and he hangs on. Jacob Robitaille, number 26, he is dynamite. Robitaille, for this season, 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points. Very solid. This one's going to be controlled. It's centered. Bird had to be sharp. That shot there off of Evan Bueller, number 10. Bueller's got it again. Goes to the backhand. Shoots. Scores! Evan Bueller gets in behind the defense, goes to the backhand, and it squeaks past Burt. And just like that, we're tied at 1. Don't let the 11 players fool you on the Georgian Bay Applekings. There are some good players still here, and they can make you pay, and any mistake that you make could end up in the back of the net just like that. And the Muskies pay, and it's 1-1 here with 14:38 to go. It'll be played back. Georgian Bay have it in their own end. They're going to give this puck away, and it's kept in. Stoneham gave it away. Applekings trying to get it out. They can't. Hodgson centers. Stoneham had a chance, but his stick was lifted, and here comes Georgian Bay. Salaturo up the ice. Shoots or passed across, and good defensive play there from the Muskies to keep that out. That was Andrew Taylor with a good defensive play. Hodgson had it checked away from Reed Simmons, number 14 of the Applekings. This one to Nick Hodgson. Hodgson's going to skate it. He'll bring it up the ice across the line. Tried to center. It was going to be intercepted easily, and here they come. It's a 2-on-1 the other way. Centering! Oh, Simmons fanned on that pass across, or he had a golden opportunity. Cocker couldn't get control of it, and it's going to be played across by Georgian Bay. This one here to Salaturo, and across the line he comes. Centering pass deflected away, and Robitaille goes after it. Cocker on it, gives it away. Robitaille plays it in deep to Ouellette. He centers, it's going to be played away by Burt, and the Muskies will get it to the line and out. Cocker putting his man into the boards. It's going to come into the side, and this is Fleming giving it away. The Muskies are going to pick it up, and they're going to skate it out, but Robitaille picks it off. Here they come the other way again. McGurk has it, number 7, and he'll play it up the boards, away from his man, and it'll be played in. Burt's going to play it around, and it's Robitaille. Tried to shoot it toward the empty cage, but it didn't get there. Cocker up the boards, can't get the puck out. Applekings doing a good job keeping the pressure on. It's centered, here's a chance, that's off a skate, and it's going to come out, and now we got a break. Nicastro in! Can't get a handle, and the puck was just a bit too far. Couldn't get a chance. Elwood with the stick to get that out of the way, and here's Fleming. Fleming shoots off a skate into the corner. Blazer, number 96, toward the net, stopped by Burt. In behind the net for the Applekings. Centering pass, no one home. Gonna be picked up, and now it'll be played ahead. Caruso, he's gonna go in, but it's gonna be an icing call against the Muskies. Face-off will come back in the Shelburne end. We are tied at 1. Just trying to get you guys updated on what's going on in the rest of the league as the Muskies play it ahead, and it's into the neutral zone. Simmons has it for Georgian Bay, plays it across. Salaturo going after it, can't get there. It'll be played by Blazer at center, and he'll shoot it in. Ouellette had it go by him, it's all the way back out. Blazer's gonna try it again, now to Simmons. He puts it in the middle, out of the reach, and it's all the way back down. The trouble when you only have 11 skaters is that you get tired pretty quick, especially in a 60-minute game. A lot of these guys are going to play some heavy minutes tonight, and they'll be feeling it for sure. Lagozo keeps it in. Now it's put towards the middle, and oh, it's still loose. A little bit of miscommunication there for Georgian Bay, but they got the puck and they'll play it out. This will go all the way down the ice. Reed Simmons going to come out, but Burt plays it away. Now it's going to play out. Lagozo couldn't get far. Devin Train, the goal scorer, puts it in. Be picked off by the Applekings. It'll be played at center by Bueller, and he'll throw it in. Bueller, the Georgian Bay scorer. Train throws it around the other way. Kept in by Connor Long, but it's out. Now it's going to be Robitaille. At center, he dumps it in, he'll go after it. It'll be played up the boards. He's going to be picked off, and here come the Muskies out of the zone. It'll be shot in, and they'll go in after it. That one's going to come to Elwood, and he's going to hold it. So, and a little bump there on Mackenzie Fleming, and the play will be stopped. Face-off coming up here in the Shelburne end. What we can tell you, Lucknow leads the Creemore Coyotes 3-2. Seaforth leading Dunnville 2-1, and Tilsonburg and Aaron are tied at 3. This puck is kept in. There's a shot. Elwood couldn't glove it. Into the corner. It'll be played to the line, kept in by the Muskies. They have another opportunity. He scores! And down goes Elwood pretty heavily. And that would be the main concern is Elwood, is he's slow to get up. But the puck went past him, and one of the Muskies players barreled into him after. And the concern right now would be for Jordan Elwood, with Aaron Weigel on the bench looking on. But it's a goal for the Muskies, and they take a 2-1 lead here. And I believe it's going to go to the new guy, Tyler Ferreira, who pots his first as a Muskie, and that'll give the Muskies a 2-1 lead here. With 10:05 to go, Tilsonburg and Aaron are tied at 3. Petrolia and Delhi, no score yet to tell you there. And like I said, the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks defeating the Ripley Wolves earlier today by a 5-3 score, I believe. And we're ready for a puck drop here. Face off one, and it's back in the Muskies zone. They'll play it ahead. Weber couldn't get it ahead. Now here's Ferreira again. Shoot! Off a skate and into the corner. Ferreira goes after it. It comes back to the line, kept in. There's a shot. Elwood with the save through traffic, and he'll hang on. The scoreboard says it's 56-1. That's not right. Believe me, I'd have less of a voice if it was 56-1. I'm just saying, I mean, I'm confident, but not that confident. We're also tracking the Blue Jays game in the World Series, and the Dodgers already have a 1-0 lead. So, sorry to break it to you, but I'm sure you guys already know. This one's ahead, and here comes Georgian Bay again. They have numbers. Centering! Saved by Burton, a big one. And now here come the Muskies. This is Stoneham. In across the line. Glove save and a beauty from Jordan Elwood. Big saves by the Tenders early on in this one, as Burt makes a big save at one end, and Elwood with a big save of his own at the other. Will Smith signaling to center field. Freddie Freeman scores in the top of the first to give the Dodgers a 1-0 lead. Kevin Gosman pitching for the Blue Jays, while Yamamoto pitches for the Dodgers. This one's ahead. Robitaille in across the line. Centering pass out of the reach of Bueller. Fleming going after it. Can't get there. The Muskies throw it around. This one's in. There's a shot off the pads. A bird, look out! Oh, it's backhanded over the net and out of play. Fleming had a chance at the side of the net and backhanded it over the netting, well, over the glass, and out of play in behind the net of Burt. 2-1. Now the scoreboard's correct. 9:03 to go here in period number 1, and the Shelburne Muskies holding a 2-1 lead. Back to the line. There's a shot deflected into the corner. Nicastro turns, puts it up the boards. It's kept in, only momentarily though, and it's going to be played ahead. Whoa, look out! One of the Muskie players went down, and no penalty call. And this will be played to the line. Now Simmons has it. He'll play it in, looking to get it deep but can't. Now it's back in the Muskie end to the middle. Here comes the Muskies in across the line. They dump it in. They go in after it. Puck deep in the Georgian Bay end here as the Muskies play with a 2-1 lead. We're live on YouTube courtesy of Dufferin Mutual and Larry Small Engines. Andrew Rodgers with you on the play-by-play. Great to have you along. McGurk dropped it, but it was intercepted, and here comes Georgian Bay again. In across the line, centering! Oh, good save by Burt! And it's going to be whistled. Burt did a nice job to get the stick out to deflect that centering pass and held it long enough that there was a whistle. So 2-1, Muskies leading here with 7:58 to go. Runners on the corners for the Blue Jays with Vladdy up and nobody out in the bottom of the first. This one's to the corner. To be played in behind the net for the Applekings. Fleming again, couldn't center. Robitaille. Back to Blazer. Blazer shoots. Actually more of a pass to Robitaille. Couldn't get a shot. Now it's Caruso. He'll go after it, but he couldn't get there. And now here comes Georgian Bay, the transition game. Centering! Shot saved by Bird, and how did that not get past him? Wow, what recovery from Gatlin Burt as Evan Bueller almost had his second. Boy, zone entries and leaving a man behind. The Muskies undoing on that particular play. They really do need to tighten up defensively here. Off a skate, look out off of pad of Burt, and it's going to go to the line and out. Boy, Burt has had to be sharp. Applekings in across the line, just barely onside. It looked like it was offside. It's going to be played into the corner. Fleming can't get there. It's off the boards to the line and out. Muskies, though, have to control it in their own end, and they will. This is played around, and Muskies have it. It's in behind the net. It'll be played ahead. This is Belvedere. He had it stripped, and it's played around. Ferreira's going to turn. He's got a man on him. Body checked into the boards. Blazer plays to Robitaille. Robitaille backhands it into the Muskies' end. A little bit of a collision there, and Ferreira's going to get it. Ferreira back. To be played around. Out of the reach, and Georgian Bays gets to it. This is into the middle, centering, nobody home. Muskies have it, and they'll play it into the corner. It was kind of a weird bounce. Almost ended up out in front of the net of Burt. Blazer takes it away. Here's a chance for the Applekings. They can't convert. And it'll be out into the neutral zone. Muskies trying to regroup here. This will be played back. Muskies trying to slow things down. This is going to be stick handle by Stoneham, and it'll get it ahead, but they'll just give it away, and here come the Applekings again. This is Salaturo centering off the stick of Burt. Hodgson, he's going to skate it, turn it up. There's Stoneham, and across the line, he'll go wide. He had Belvedere, but he got slammed into the boards and turned the puck over. Here comes the 3-on-2 for the Applekings. Salaturo shoots, save Burt. This one's going to be picked up by Hodgson. He'll play it across. Back and forth action here in Shelburne. It's going to be played by Taylor. He'll throw it across. This is DeCastro. Into the middle, out of the reach of Hodgson. It'll be played back by the Applekings, and Robitaille is going to play it back, or going to go in after it. It's kept in by Bueller, and he plays it in deep. It'll be picked up by Taylor. Taylor off the boards, gets it out. Now it's going to be played by Blazer. He'll throw it across. And this one's ahead and out of the reach of Bueller, who's already gassed. 4:54 to go here in the first. Those intermissions are going to be crucial for the Applekings. This is Stoneham. Tried to go wide. Man pinched him off into the boards. And it'll be thrown around the other way to the line. Kept in by Lagozo. Nicastro trying to go after it. Tried to center, but Applekings able to get there. Look out. McGurk couldn't keep it in. It's played all the way down and into the Muskies' end. Lagozo is going to have to come back for it. 4:20 to go here in the first. Here's Lagozo with speed in across the line. He goes wide. Centering! Glove save again from Elwood. It's on fire to start this game. Good rush there. That was Kyle Burke on the receiving end of that. And good glove save by Elwood. This one's one back but too heavily, and it's into the neutral zone. Lagozo off the boards. He's got a man. It's going to be played in the neutral zone across. McGurk puts it in. Applekings have it. It'll be played across. He's going to be thrown all the way around, and In across the line is Ouellette. Centering, it's picked off. Applekings trying to get control. They do, they keep it in. Salaturo plays it in. Ouellette had to go past him. One of the Applekings down in the Muskies end. They can't take advantage, however, and here comes Ouellette. In across the line. Stops up, shoots. Good save by Burton. He deflects it out of play, and it'll be whistled down. Muskies continuing to lead 2-1 here in the first. 3:27 to go. Just trying to get a handle on what's going on with the Blue Jays. 1-0 Dodgers, bottom of the first. And Kirk lines out, and that, I think, is that going to do it for that inning? Either way, it's up the ice, and Caruso can't get it out. Applekings again threatening here. It's in behind the net of Burt. Centering! What a save! They rebound. It goes over the net. How did Burt keep that out? There's a shot stop by Burt. Rebound to the corner. Boy, Gatlin Burt is on here in the first. The only one that beat him barely beat him. Centering pass. Here's Robitaille. Wide on the blocker side. This one's to the net. Deflected wide. Applekings putting the pressure on here. We play in the late stages of the first. This is Train up the boards. It's going to go all the way down, and it's going to be an icing call. No, they wave it off. Elwood out to play it, gives it away. Muskies have it now. There's a man wide in front. That's Magoni, and they couldn't get it to him. Applekings trying to get this puck out, and they will. Up to Fleming. He comes in across the line, shoots. Good save by Burt. That shot was labeled for the low blocker side, and Burt got a piece, and now we're going to get a penalty here. And it's a head contact. And is it on Shelburne? Yes, it is. Magoni, number 17, takes the first penalty, and that'll put the Applekings on the first man advantage of the hockey game here as they trail 2-1. 2:16 to play. So Yamamoto currently pitching to Varsho with runners on the corners and 2 out. That is what I could tell you currently. This puck is won, and I believe Magoni has gotten a misconduct penalty as well here. I believe it's a 10-minute. Hang on. They haven't put the penalty up on the scoreboard yet. They will do that, and once we get that up, Magoni will serve 2 and 10. So Sean Caruso has come in to serve the 2-minute. This is one back Blazer. Shoot! Through traffic, it was stopped by Burton. Goes to the corner. He played to the line, kept in by the Applekings. Ouellette has it. He'll play it back. Blazer. This one's shot. Good save by Burt through traffic. Manages to haul it in with the glove, and he'll hang on. Muskies lead 2-1. Varsho called out on strike. Still 1-0 Dodgers. Ouellette at the line. Shoot! Just over the net on the glove hand side. Backhanded to the line. Blazer has it. Shoots. Deflected, but just wide. Ouellette plays it in deep. Reed Simmons trying to get control of it in behind the net. They fight for it there. It's going to be picked up by Shelburne, and they get it out. Back is Tristan Park, number 15 of Georgian Bay. In across the line they come. They give it away, however, and Shelburne's going to ice this puck. Elwood trying to slow it down. 1:25 to go in the power play for Georgian Bay. This is ahead. Now to be played into the middle. Picked off by Hodgson. He's going to throw it right back in the Georgian Bay end. This one's going to be controlled by the Applekings. They're going to bring it out. In across the line they come. Centering! Shot scores! Evan Bueller, his second of the period. And the Applekings score on the power play to tie this game at 2. What a shot by Bueller. Evan Burt, or Gatlin Burt. Not much of a chance on that one. And the Applekings score on the power play to knot this game at 2. So Georgian Bay doing a good job to stay in this game despite being short on the bench. They have 2 lines and 2 defensive pair. And the Muskies are just loaded on that bench. But it's a 2-2 game here as we approach the final minute of period 1. It's going to be picked off. Look out! It's another odd man rush. Centering. Oh, what a save by Burt! With the toenail, he makes the save. Bueller again centering. Nobody home that time for the Applekings. Now it's going to be played in the Muskies end up the boards, and they're going to skate it out. 43 seconds to go here in the first period. Stoneham. Puck in his skates. Hodgson can't get it, and Robitaille's going to play it out. To center. Bueller couldn't get it. Hodgson has it. Tried to play it away. It's in the skates. Up the ice, and McGurk plays it out. In the skates of Belvedere, and he couldn't play it deep, and now Robitaille after it. Burt, elbowing Robitaille on the way by, and he gets called, and they're going to call Burt for interference. And that one speaks for itself. Robitaille was coming in on the forecheck, and Gatlin Burt did what he could to try and slow him up, and it was as blatant as can be. And it's a penalty on Burt for interference with 12.7 left in the first, and they're going to have a man serve the penalty for Burt in the box for Shelburne. So it's another Georgian Bay power play here. And like I say, only 12.7 left. And Burt's already into it with the referee. And are they going to toss Burt here? I wonder what's going to happen, because Burt's going with the referee here, and I'm not sure what's happened. Has Burt gotten another penalty? So, not really 100% sure what the call is here. I guess we'll find out in a minute. We'll get clarification if it doesn't seem like I know really as of right now. I think they're trying to adjust the scoreboard here. They might just end up putting another 2-minute underneath. So referees having a discussion here at center, and I'm assuming it can only be about Burt. Just trying to figure out what the penalty call is here, but I'm assuming it's because there's a second penalty to Burt for unsportsmanlike, which would make it a 4-minute penalty and not a 2. But either way, we have 12.7 left in the first with an offensive zone face-off here for Georgian Bay, in which case the game is tied at 2. So we'll try and get this all sorted out. I imagine they're going to sort all this out at intermission. Face-off is going to be won, though, by Georgian Bay. Centering! Ouellette scores! Wow, that was fast! And if it's a double minor to Burt, that means one penalty comes off the board, the other stays intact. But either way, my goodness. And just have to give me a second here, folks. So it's a power play goal, and it remains a power play for the Applekings, but they lead it now 3-2. So it's 3-2 Georgian Bay with 8.7 left on the clock. Yeah, and it's still a power play for Georgian Bay. And this one's going to be played across, and this is Blazer in across the line. Shoot! Saved by Burt to the corner, and that's going to do it. Burt, one more save, and that will do it for period 1. So, after 20 minutes of entertaining hockey here in Shelburne, the Georgian Bay Applekings and their 11 skaters lead the Shelburne Muskies 3-2 here in the first with 1 minute and 47 left in the power play that they have that will start period 2. Andrew Rodgers live on the play-by-play, live on YouTube. Great to have you along. We are in Shelburne for OEHL hockey live on YouTube. We'll be back in a little bit for period 2. Stick around, folks. Live on YouTube, it's OEHL hockey. Live from the Center Dufferin Recreation Complex in Shelburne, Ontario, Canada for tonight's hockey game between the 2-3-0 Georgian Bay Applekings and the 0-3 Shelburne Muskies. This Muskies game is brought to you by Dufferin Mutual Insurance Group, located at 802 Main Street East in Shelburne, Ontario. Visit their website, dufferinmutual.com, or call 519-925-2026 for all your insurance needs. Dufferin Mutual, protecting Ontario's families for over 125 years. And by Larry's Small Engines, your trusted Can-Am, Sea-Doo, Ski-Doo dealer in Mono, Ontario, Canada. Located at 286-270 County Road 10. Visit their website at larrysmallengines.ca or call 519-941-1517 today. It's OEHL hockey live on YouTube from Shelburne. Okay, back in the CDRC for period number 2 here in Shelburne. Andrew Rodgers with you. Excuse me, live on YouTube. And we start with a Georgian Bay power play for another minute and 51 seconds. A double minor to Gatlinburg that finished it, and now that one comes in, and we have a goalie change here. Riley Hope takes over for Gatlinburg, and that makes me think that it was a game misconduct that Burt was given for the rest of the game. Either that or they made the decision to take him out, so it's one less thing that Shelburne essentially has to worry about. So Burt's out of the game, Riley Hope's out, and the clock is out. There we go. Boy, that was weird. Now, there had to be more than 8 seconds that just went off of here. That was weird. Never seen that before. Now we got to figure it out. Definitely more than 8 seconds. So, wait, hang on. Yeah, I feel like there was more than 8 seconds. I don't know how many they're actually going to take off here. 1-0 Dodgers still in the bottom of the third. And I'll just see if I can't pull up. Just have a look at a game sheet here to try and get an idea of, oh, there we go, 1940 now. So out of town, we have Lucknow ahead of Creemore 5-3. Dunville and Seaforth tied at 4. Tilsonburg and Erin tied at 4. The Delhi Flames leading Petrolia 2-0. And like I say, we had one game earlier, and that was Saugeen Shores and Ripley. It said 5-3, I thought. But again here, just having a look. Yeah, and then our game. So that's what's going on in the rest of the league right now. Like I say, I try and keep you up to date as I go along as the puck is dropped. Here it comes, and the scoreboard's off again. Now it's back on. That's weird. I've never seen that. But it's continuing to run, so operational, at least for now. And Georgian Bay going to continue on this power play. Here's a shot. Hope makes the save, and it's going to be cleared out by the Muskies. All the way down, and Elwood's going to come out to get it. Elwood leave there, and Georgian Bay will set up on this power play. Has another 56 seconds in it. Puck is all the way down and into the Muskie zone, and they're going to send it right down on Elwood. Here's Logan Blazer with it, number 96. He'll take it in behind the net with 40 seconds left on the power play. Andrew Rodgers with you for live play-by-play on YouTube, OEHL Hockey. It's great to be with you. Puck in the neutral zone. GW King will send it in. And the Muskies are going to come up with it, and they'll send it out. Tyler Ferreira tried to get away, couldn't, and now here come the Applekings, and big check at the line there as King went down, or Bueller, excuse me. I think it was Bueller or King. Couldn't really tell. But either way, Muskies have it now with the remaining 4 seconds left in the power play. This one's going to be sent down, and they'll go after it. This is Belvedere after it, I believe. Oh, man. That was awesome. Muskies play it ahead. It's into the neutral zone. 2-on-2. And across the line they come. Centering pass. Nobody home. It'll be played by Nicastro. And back to get it is the Muskies. This is Kyle Burke, number 18. He takes a big check. And down he went. Right in front of the referee. And across the line is Long. And Burke, he's upset at that hit that he received. It's in the neutral zone. It'll be played into the Muskies' end. Now here's a break. Here's Nicastro. shoots, scores! Alejandro Nicastro scores! And the Muskies tie it at 3. Alejandro Nicastro in behind everyone, gets the breakaway pass and goes in all alone, and he beats Elwood, and that makes our game a 3-3 score. This one's ahead. It's going to be played by the Muskies to the blue line. It'll be Devin Train. He's in behind the net. He gets checked. He maintains control. There's a shot. That's wide. Nicastro can't get there. Or DeCastro, sorry, number 44. Sebastian DeCastro. He's going to play it in behind his own net. Pressured there. Reed Simmons on the forecheck. Comes up with it. To the line. Should be played out by Train. Train ahead. Out of the reach of Caruso. Caruso there. Centering pass. Train had to go over his stick, and here comes the Applekings the other way. And across the line. Ouellette. Goes wide in behind the net. Looking for a man. No centering pass. There it is. Simmons. He fanned on it. And now it's going to be Caruso. Caruso shoots it in. He'll go in after it. Back to get it is Park. He gets hit into the boards. Devin Train with the check. Here comes Fleming up the ice. Or Salaturo, excuse me. Salaturo centering pass. Nobody home. Good job by the Muskies there. So we played in behind the net. McGurk. He's going to skate it out. Pass across, and here comes Stoneham. Stoneham shoots. Glove saved by Elwood. And they'll play it out. Good job there to knock it down. As that was in behind McGurk. Potentially it could have been a breakaway for Georgian Bay. This one's across to Ferreira. Gets it up the boards. It's a little bit of a mix-up there. And we're 5 minutes into period 2. We're tied at 3. And across the line they come. Trying to get through the defense, and Muskies have it. Backhand. Elwood makes the save, and he's going to hang on. So end-to-end action here. And we're deadlocked at 3. Tremendous game here in Shelburne. The fans have been treated. And the Jays have tied it. It's a 1-1 game. Jays and Dodgers. In the top of the 4th. The run coming on an Alejandro Kirk sacrifice fly. Hey, Kirky! Muskies after it in the Georgian Bay end as they try and gain control of this puck. It's going to be played up the boards to the line, kept in by Lagozo. Has it in behind the net. Muskies controlling, back to the line. Here's a shot. That's off. I don't know if that reached Elwood or not. It went to the corner. Here's the Muskies keeping it in. Lagozo tried to center. It's going to be touched. And the Applekings are going to get whistled here for a penalty. And it's going to be an interference call. And I believe the Muskies are going to go to the power play here. I think this penalty is going to go to GW King. And it's going to be an interference call. And with 14:18 to go, the Muskies are going to go to the power play. I think it was GW King. Yeah, number 11. And the Muskies will take their first power play. Here in the second. 3-3. Here's a shot. Saved by Elwood. It's into the corner. They battle for it down low. Big check by Long, and it'll get out. This one all the way down the ice. Riley Hope out to play it. Gets it up to center. A giveaway, though, and the Applekings have it. Shot saved by Hope. Here's Fleming stealing. Can't get a shot. It's in some skates. Fleming again centering. He's got a man and it missed him. Oh, what a chance for the Applekings. Short-handed. Look out! What a hit! We're going to get a penalty here. That's going to come to the Muskies. It's a delayed penalty against Shelburne. And this is going to be played around, and here's Long in across the line. They're offside. That'll draw the whistle, and we'll get a penalty here. It'll be a boarding penalty, and I think it's Stoneham. Yeah. So Jake Stoneham with a thunderous hit right by the penalty box area, and he gets called for the boarding, and that'll negate the Shelburne power play. We'll play some 4-on-4 here for a minute and 13 seconds. We're tied at 3. Face-off won by Georgian Bay. It's back to the line. It's kept in. Shot down low. Lagozo's going to play it out. This can be played across. Muskies trying to get it in deep. They can't. Here comes the Applekings. Shoots! Saved by Hope. And a good one. Always a difficult situation for a goalie to come in cold, and he's looked pretty sharp. Here come the Muskies. Lagozo, backhand stopper that scores! Muskies score on the 4-on-4 rebound, and it's Aaron McGurk with the goal, his first of the season, off a terrific rush from number 88, Adam Lagozo, and it's 4-3 for the Muskies. So here in the second period with 13:03 to go, the Muskies score to make it 4-3 in a 4-on-4 situation. We're going to continue that 4-on-4 here. Now they took one of the penalties off, so we're not exactly sure how many or how much time is going to be in this 4-on-4 situation. However, referees have a handle on it, so we'll just trust them, and the Muskies will control it in their own end. This is a head out of the reach of Hodgson, no icing. Muskies trying to get control of it in the Applekings zone. It's going to come to Elwood. Be picked off there by Fleming. He's going to try and get it out, and does, to Blazer. Blazer ahead. Cross the line, shoots! Glove saved by Hope, and he'll hang on. Saved by Riley Hope there, and we'll get a whistle. 12:26 to go here in period 2. So, trying to figure out here how much more time is in the 4-on-4 situation before the player in the penalty box for the Muskies is able to rejoin the play. Face off there, controlled by the Applekings. Fleming takes it wide to the middle. Oh, he couldn't get the backhand away. Fanned on it a little, and now it's out. And we're going to get another penalty call, and this one's to Georgian Bay. And just like that, they're back in the box. It was a quick transition at the line, and Muskies tried to get away, and unfortunately Connor Long, or who's the penalty being called against here? I'm not sure, because no Georgian Bay is in the box. There's no Applekings player in the box. Why wouldn't there be an Applekings player in the box? I don't know who got the penalty here. I don't know who they called it against. So they're going to put somebody in the box. And they're going to throw number 6 in the box. That's the new guy, Lucas Dunn. And I don't even think he would have been on the ice for that. Huh. Okay. Well, either way, we're back to 4-on-4 for 40 seconds. Applekings control the face-off, and they're going to skate it out. Logan Blazer has it. He'll bring it across the line. Across, Salaturo. Shoots. Just wide, off the end boards. We play to the line to Park. Shoot. Deflected right in on Hope. He makes the save. Robitaille tried to play it in front. Now it's the Muskies having it. Ferreira across. And across the line they come. Ferreira has it again. Tried to play it back to Belvedere. Couldn't. It's kept in. 7 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Then it'll be a power play for Shelburne. Back to the line. It's off a skate and in behind the net. Applekings trying to gain control of it here. They're actually on the penalty kill now as Shelburne takes the power play. This is the cross. Here's a shot. That one's blocked, and it's going to be cleared out by Georgian Bay. Belvedere going to come back and grab it. It's a abbreviated Shelburne Muskies power play as they come up the ice. Here's a pass across to Hodgson. He'll throw it in. Muskies going to go after it. Weber. This is number 12, Chris Weber. He gives it away. And Fleming is going to play it out. He gets a cross check for his troubles. This will be played by Fleming in the corner. He tried to center, couldn't. Puck is in some skates, and it's going to come to the line and out. Muskie's going to bring it up the ice. Hodgson in across the line. Tried to center, couldn't. Now it's over to Lagozzo. Lagozzo down low. Muskie's trying to set up. 15 seconds on the power play. 4-3 Muskies is the score. Here's a shot just wide, and it's Lagozzo who's going to not be able to get there. And that's going to do it for the rest of the power play. So now we're at even strength. Puck is in the Georgian Bay zone, and Elwood's going to grab it, and he'll hang on. So we're back to 5-on-5. We have 10:08 to go here in period 2, and the Muskies leading by a score of 4-3. Back to the line. Lagozzo shot off a body. I think that hit GW King in front and went wide. What a blast from Lagozzo. It's going to be kept in. Fraser Cocker, number 91, with it. Backhands it around. Lagozzo, I think, is going to get there first, and he does. He keeps it in. Big check on the boards there. That one on done. And it'll be played into the netting and out of play. Off a body. Faceoff will remain in the Georgian Bay end. Muskies leading 4-3. 9:43 to go here in period 2. They're through 4 innings in Toronto at the Rodgers Center. Blue Jays and Dodgers tied at 1. This one's ahead by the Applekings. Big check on the boards there. Centering pass, Lagozzo gets there. Muskies pick it off, and they're going to bring it ahead. Sent in by Cocker. He's going to go after it. Played off the boards, kept in. McGurk down low. Cocker shoots off the side of the net. Muskies trying to gather control of the puck. Applekings, collision there with Burke and Salaturo. Looked kind of dangerous. Now it's Park. He'll try and play it out to the line no further. Muskies continuing to put on the pressure here. Can only imagine the legs of Georgian Bay. Robitaille's going to turn and play it out. And here comes Georgian Bay up the ice. Fleming shoots. Saved by Hope. Good stop there off of Mackenzie Fleming. Robitaille. He plays it across. It's kept in by Georgian Bay. Now it's going to be played up the ice and out of the zone and into the neutral zone. Blazer takes a hit by Train, and he'll throw it in on Hope. Lagozzo. He's going to bring it up the ice with some speed. Goes to the outside. Able to bring it all the way in. There's a pass across the Train. He couldn't get a shot on net. And now we're going to get a penalty call, and it's going to go to Georgian Bay for the hook. What a rush from Lagozzo to draw that penalty. And the penalty to Dunn for the hook. And it's a Muskie power play after all that. $8:17 to go with a 4-3 Muskie lead, and they go to the power play. Once again, as we've been doing, we'll keep you up to date on what's going on around the league. Lucknow currently leads Creemore 7-4. Seaforth leads Dunnville 6-4. Tilsonburg and Erin tied at 4. And Petrolia and Delhi tied at 2. That's what's going on outside of the games that are taking place today in the OEHL. Andrew Rodgers with you. We're live on YouTube. This one's down the ice. Riley Hope out to grab it, and he'll leave it in behind his net for Sebastian DeCastro. He'll play it across. This is going to be brought up the ice and across the line. That's knee Castro. Into the middle, it's intercepted by Georgian Bay, and Ouellette's trying to get away. It's Hope out, and he plays it away. Big check, and it's Nicastro that's going to get the penalty here for interference on Ouellette. And just like that, the penalty is negated, the penalty to Andrew Taylor, number 72. He's having a word with Ouellette. I apologize here, folks, for that, because Andrew Taylor is number 72, and Alejandro Nicastro is number 71. So that negates the penalty. The penalty's to Andrew Taylor, and like I say, our game is continuing here. It's 4-on-4. This one's across to Nick Hodgson. Hodgson's going to skate it across center, dump it in. Elwood deflects it away. Stoneham shoots. Try to get it toward the net. It's deflected away. Now it'll be the Applekings up the ice. Bueller in the middle. Fleming couldn't get the shot away. Fleming again, back to the line. Blazer keeps it in. Plays it across. King can't get the shot away. Now to be played down low. This is Bueller. Fleming can't put it in the top corner. He had a golden chance. Now it's back to the line. They continue 4-on-4. King across Blazer. No shot yet. Bueller has it. To the net. Fleming can't get a stick on it. And it's going to be the Muskies bringing it out. And across the line they come. There's a shot. Just missing. And it's all the way out. And now it's Hodgson. Into the middle. Lagozo couldn't find it. It'll be played ahead. And here come the Applekings again. Bueller centering. Scores! Jacob Robitaille on a beautiful feed from Evan Bueller, and Riley Hope with no hope in that one, as the Georgian Bay Applekings capitalized on that turnover, and we're tied at 4 with 6:45 to go here in period number 2. Yeah, we're 4-on-4. So Salaturo is going to be sent off here. Face off won by Georgian Bay, and Blazer's going to play it into the middle. Almost picked off by the Muskies, but it's into the Muskie end. Here's a centering pass. That goes into the corner. Back to Blazer at the line. He'll shoot wide. Off the end boards. Ouellette looking for a centering pass. Doesn't get it. And now it's Ferreira. He'll have to circle around. He puts his man down. And he takes him into the boards. Ouellette. Here's a shot just wide. Robitaille again. Just wide on the glove hand side. Muskie trying to get this puck away, and they don't. A little bit of a tie up there by the Shelburne penalty box area. Here come the Muskies up the ice. The scoreboard was off, but now it's back on. We're 6 minutes to go in a 4-4 game. There's a pass across just wide. Fanned on by the Applekings. That one's towards the net, deflected into the corner. Fighting for it, back to the line. Now it's a Georgian Bay power play. Now we're even. Here's Blazer. Shoots. Deflected. Hope's got it, and they'll hang on. Bueller and McGurk. And Bueller's not going to entertain that, considering Georgian Bay's only got 11 skaters. 5:40 to go in the second. We're deadlocked at 4 apiece. And what has been a rather entertaining game here in Shelburne tonight. Andrew Rodgers on the play-by-play with you. Stream, I think, has been pretty good tonight, so hopefully you all have enjoyed it so far. We haven't had any interruptions, I don't think. Salaturo shoots wide. That one's deflected into the bench area there, and it's out of play. Middle of the 5th, Jay's coming to bat, and it's a 1-1 game at the Rodgers Center in Toronto. This one's played ahead to Cocker. Look out. He almost got hit at the line. Here's his chance, just wide on the glove hand side off the stick of Kyle Burke. That one's into the rafters above us and out of play. Good chance there by number 18 of Shelburne. Muskies come into the game 0-3. Georgian Bay 2-3. Losing last night at the hands of the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks by a score of 5-3. Winterhawks beating the Ripley Wolves today 5-3. Bueller drops it. Going to be picked up though by the Muskies, and they're going to bring it ahead. It's going to be picked up, and here they come across the line. Big save by Elwood. Nick Castro centering. Doesn't reach the net. Here come the Applekings the other way. Bueller across the line. Takes it to the backhand. Tried to center. Couldn't get it there. Now it's going to be played by Burke ahead. Nick Castro, number 71. I got it right this time. He puts it in. He'll go in after it. Long takes him into the boards. Cocker tried to get it off the body there, and Nicastro plays it down low to number 12. That's Weber. It's up the boards and out. And now it's going to be the Applekings again. Another odd man rush. Fleming across. Oh, Dunn couldn't get control of it, and it came across. And whoa, what a hit! Ouellette with the hit as he was going off. Here's a shot that's off the mask of Elwood and out of play. Chances at both ends, but we remain deadlocked at 4 apiece with 4:03 to go here in period 2. Andrew Rodgers with you live on play-by-play, live on YouTube, OEHL Hockey. Great to be with you, and thank you very much for watching. Not sure how the viewership numbers are going to be with Game 2 of the World Series happening at the exact same time. Dunn picking this puck off, centering. It's off a skate, and the Muskies will turn it the other way. Here's Weber. He'll throw it into the corner. There's a shot, and that's Elwood's glove, and he's got it, and he'll hang on. Good chance there for the Muskies, but Jordan Elwood with the glove on it. .337 to go here in the second period. We're tied at 4. Gallenbert started this game in the first period and has been replaced by Riley Hope, who makes his first appearance for the, I believe, first appearance for Riley Hope in the OEHL this year. Comes in for mop-up duty in replacement of Gallenbert, who started in the first. What a save from Hope! Boy, he read that perfectly and made a beauty save. There's a shot from the line, and Hope's got it again. Good save. Man, Riley Hope with the beautiful save off the rebound, chancing close. And he keeps this deadlocked at 4. So, yeah, 3:04 to go. Face-off here in the Shelburne end as Lagozo has it off the one face-off. McGurk up the boards. He's going to get it rimmed around from Caruso, and now it's going to be played in the Shelburne end as they try and organize here. Now it's into the middle. It's picked off by the Appleking centering. Oh, Hope again! Did you see that? What a save! Tic-tac, brilliant from Riley Hope. Glove saved by Elwood, and he'll hold on. Riley Hope, everyone, what a save to keep this game deadlocked at 4. Boy, major defensive breakdown for the Shelburne Muskies there leads to that 3-on-1 in the Muskie end, and Riley Hope, what a save. Boy, he read that perfectly. 2:33 to go. There's a shot wide in the glove hand side. It's going to come out. Lagozo turns. He'll put it ahead. It's intercepted, though. Here come the Applekings again. And across the line, Simmons shoots, saved by Hope. Applekings still have it. King at the line, can't put it toward the net. Now it's going to be picked off by Caruso. Caruso, toe drag shot wide. Now it's Train, shoots wide on the glove hand side. Lagozo trying to keep it in. Ouellette avoids a hit, throws one of his own. They fight for it in the corner. Train trying to go after it. Ouellette, he gets a hit from Magoni as they continue to talk about it. Magoni goes down. Ouellette's going to get a penalty. And the delayed call coming up here to Georgian Bay. So Magoni goaded Austin Ouellette, and that's off a stick, and that should be whistled down right there. But they haven't whistled it down yet. And it's still Shelburne's puck. And across the line, shoots. Elwood's got it. Now look out. And now, I wondered if there was going to be some extracurriculars after Train poked Elwood after the whistle. And we're going to get a penalty, and it's to Austin Ouellette for an interference call as him and Magoni got tied up in the corner. And as the play went up the ice the other way, he took down Magoni in behind right by the referee, and he put his hand up right away. So it's a Muskies power play with 1:26 to go. Face-off coming up here to the right of Elwood, and we're tied at 4. This one's going to be one back to the line. Shelburne keeps it in. It's going to come around to the far side. Played to the middle. Picked off, though, by Georgian Bay. Centering! Blasted from the line. Elwood with the save. It's still played by Shelburne as Elwood gets back up. Centering pass. This is Weber. Tried to center. Now it's going to be played. Shelburne still has control of the puck. Oh, posted out! And now it's a 2-on-1 the other way for Georgian Bay. And across the line they come. Fleming shoots. Saved by Hope. We're into the final minute here. 46 seconds to go. Post at one end and a great save from Hope at the other. This one's off the boards. Kept in, but no! Fleming has it. He tried to backhand it out, and now we're going to get a penalty. And it's both of them going. I didn't see that. I was following the puck up the ice because I thought it was going to be another odd man rush for Georgian Bay, but they're going to call both. They're going to call Park, and they're going to call number 11, I believe. And so now, what are we going to get here? There's a lot of finger pointing going on down there, but I think Bert's night is done. So I think the referee had enough of Gatlin Burt on the bench, and I think he's going to go to the dressing room. So 35.3 to go, and I believe it was coincidental penalties coming to Park and number 11 of Shelburne, that's Danny Rivet. So not sure what the subsequent penalties to here is, but I mean, your guess at home is as good as mine here. They're through 5, and it's a 1-1 game. We're through 5. It's a 1-1 game in Toronto at the Rodgers Center between the Blue Jays and the Dodgers. And I believe there's going to be a face-off here in the Shelburne Muskies end. And again, they're trying to explain what has gone on here. And of course, it's way too far away for me to lip read. But I think the Shelburne penalty has been negated here. And I think we're going to be either evened up or it'll be a Georgian Bay power play. Well, actually, it looks like it's only 4 aside right now. And so, yeah, they're going to play 4 aside. Like I say, beyond the fact that Georgian Bay has 11 skaters and the penalties that have been called, it's been a really entertaining hockey game from the get-go. Both teams bringing it. Got to give full credit here to Georgian Bay with 11 skaters to make this game competitive. Centering, that one's out of the reach of Hope, but it's going to be picked up. Hodgson looking ahead. What a pass! Shot, scores! Kyle Burke off the unbelievable feed from Nick Hodgson goes in and goes bar down. on Elwood, and it's 5-4 Shelburne. What a goal from Kyle Burke. Wow. What a pass, though, from Nick Hodgson. And with 8.9, we get another late goal. And it's a 5-4 Muskies lead here with 8.9 to go here in period 2. We continue 4-on-4. And Robitaille's going to pick it up, and he'll throw it down the ice. And Hodgson's going to pick it up, and that'll do it. So, 20 minutes of hockey left here at least, and we're in for a dandy finish. 5-4 is the score for Shelburne. Riley Hope, unbelievable in relief in that second period. But the Muskies lead it 5-4 over the Georgian Bay Applekings here at the CDRC. I'm Andrew Rodgers. We're live on YouTube, OEHL Hockey. We'll be back for period 3 in a little while, everyone. Stick around. Live on YouTube, it's OEHL Hockey. Live from the Center Dufferin Recreation Complex in Shelburne, Ontario, Canada for tonight's hockey game between the 2-3-0 Georgian Bay Applekings and the 0-3 Shelburne Muskies. This Muskies game is brought to you by Dufferin Mutual Insurance Group, located at 802 Main Street East in Shelburne, Ontario. Visit their website dufferinmutual.com or call 519-925-2026 for all your insurance needs. Dufferin Mutual, protecting Ontario's families for over 125 years. And by Larry Small Engines, your trusted Can-Am, Sea-Doo, Ski-Doo dealer in Mono, Ontario, Canada. Located at 286-270 County Road 10. Visit their website at larrysmallengines.ca or call 519-941-1517 today. It's OEHL Hockey live on YouTube from Shelburne. All right, everyone, welcome back. We're inside the CDRC. It's freezing. And we're back and underway, period number 3. Put that on there. There we go. We start 4-on-4. They have some penalty times up there on the scoreboard. Centering pass. Riley Hope sticking it away. Lagozo throws it up. Is he able to get there? Logan Blazer trying to play it to the line and does. And the Applekings will play it ahead. This is Bueller. And now they're out. And Lagozo's going to pick it off at center. Goes in on the backhand. Centering! Scores! Weber! Off the beautiful feed from Lagozo. And the Muskies have extended their lead. It's 6-4. What a play from Adam Lagozo, who went in, made a move to the backhand, and was able to swift that across. And, well, now here is, so I don't know if that was a short-handed goal then, because the penalty had expired, and now it's a Georgian Bay power play. So, all right, 6-4 Muskies lead as Georgian Bay comes up, and this is going to be played to the center. G.W. King plays it across. Ouellette. He had it stripped away. Now it's back to Blazer. Blazer will skate it in his own end. And he's going to regroup. 17 left in the power play. 6-4, Muskies lead. We're early on here in the third. Fleming up the ice. Or Salaturo, excuse me. And it's picked off. And this is going to be played by Ferreira back in behind his own net. It's away from McGirt. Not Lagozo's goal. It's scored by Weber. And this is in across the line for the Muskies. Shot stopped by Elwood. And he's going to hang on. They announced that as Lagozo's goal, or Lagozo's goal. And it was scored by Weber, number 12. So, either way, it's 6-4 Muskies as we play, and we're back to even strength. So 5-on-5. And we're approaching the 2-minute mark of period 3. This one's ahead, and it's going to be an icing call, a late one. A late icing. And are they going to bring this to center? Yeah. So, an incorrect icing call, and the rule there is that it goes to center ice. Stoneham will come in to take this face-off against Mackenzie Fleming. This one back. It's going to be the Muskies puck. And they're going to skate it ahead. Hodgson turns, fires it in. Stonewood had the puck stripped away, but he gets it back. That's Stoneham. This puck is in the middle. Hodgson steals, but then he gives it away, and it's out of the zone. Kind of sloppy to begin this third period. Big hit there, and up to grab it. There's a centering pass off the skate of Stoneham, and it's into the corner. Hodgson tried to fire it down, and he does. Stoneham in behind the net. Hodgson going to the middle. It's off of Elwood and to the far side. This one's off the, off the rafters. Out of play. So faceoff's going to come back here in the Georgian Bay end. It's now 2-1 Dodgers in the top of the 7th. Muskies trying to grab it in the Applekings zone. It comes to the line, and it does get out. Nicastro shoots it in on Elwood. He's going to leave it there for Blazer. So it's Will Smith with a homer for the Dodgers in the top of the 7th to give them a 2-1 lead. So crunch time for the Blue Jays. This one's ahead. It's going to go all the way down. Elwood out to play it away. Look out from behind. DeCastro puts it into the Applekings zone. Shout out to everybody watching live on YouTube. Andrew Rodgers with you for OEHL Hockey. Great to have you along. This one's played ahead, and it's going to come back, and GW King going to leave it for Blazer, who takes a hit. Plays it up. Burt shoots. Good save by Elwood, and they go the other way. Robitaille ahead. In across the line they come. Can't get a shot in. And this one's going to be tipped out and down into the Georgian Bay end. Out to play it is Elwood. Blazer to Robitaille. Shoots. Save by Riley Hope. Had his stick knocked out of his hand, but he gets it back just in time to Robitaille. Goes to the backhand. Tries to center. And now, and a penalty called. Or a penalty upcoming, excuse me. Train shoots, scores! Devin Train on the delayed penalty puts it past Elwood. And the Muskies have extended their lead here. It's 7-4. So Devin Train with his second goal of the game, and the Muskies have extended their lead to 3. It's 7-4. And Georgian Bay takes a timeout here, and you can understand why. They have 11 skaters, some of them who've played probably in excess of 25 to 30 minutes already. And with 15:55 to go, Muskies extend their lead to 7-4. Got to give credit to Riley Hope. He has been outstanding in relief of Gatlin Burt here tonight. While the timeout is happening, I'm going to get back on the game sheet here and just check in with our out-of-town scores. Lucknow leading Creemore 7-6. Petrolia leading Delhi 4-2. Seaforth doubles up Dunville 8-4. And what I don't have is Tilsonburg and Aaron. I'll check in on that in a moment. This one's in off a stick, and it's in behind the net of Elwood. Georgian Bay going to bring this puck up, and they're going to get it out. McGurk for Shelburne. Over to Lugozo. Puts it back. McGurk again. He comes up over center. Oh, that one's off the light shade. That could have been dangerous. Of all the places. But anyway. Just going to check here. See if this game is a final. It's an unofficial final, but anyway. It says here 6-4 Aaron Outlaws defeating the Tilsonburg Thunder. So a little bit of an upset there as Tilsonburg was playing really well. And Aaron, they had lost their first game anyway. And nice to see them get a win. As we play on here. Puck is played ahead, and it's going to go all the way down the ice. And I believe they waved off the icing. Hope out to play it. Hodgson has it now for Shelburne. Lugozo plays it around to McGurk. Pressure by the Applekings. McGurk plays it ahead. And this is going to be a nice outlet pass. And here comes Weber, and he's got Hodgson. Hodgson! Good save by Elwood. As he pushed the net off, too. And here comes Lugozo again. The net is off in behind Elwood. And they haven't blown it dead. Here come the Appleking off the crossbar. In behind Hope, but it hit the crossbar. And this one's out. And they're going to call an icing against Shelburne. And like I say, there we go. Elwood puts the net back on the pegs. Applekings controlling on the face-off. It's going to come to the line. It's still kept in. Weber takes his man to the boards. They fight for it down low. Lugozo there in support. It's played to the line. And it's going to be Shelburne getting this puck out. And here they come again. Shot, score! And it's another Shelburne Muskies goal, and they extend their lead to 4. What a rush from number 11, of the Shelburne Muskies, number 11, that's Danny Rivet, and he makes no mistake putting it past the blocker hand of Elwood, and that makes it an 8-4 game with 14 minutes to go. Oh, there we go. And, whoa, that was a quick one. Didn't even have time to move the camera. Jacob Robitaille beating Riley Hope. I apologize for that. That happened quickly. And Jacob Robitaille scores to make it 8-5. 13:58. Like, boy, that was fast. Like maybe 5 seconds off the face-off. But 8-5 is our score here now. Jacob Robitaille scoring for Georgian Bay. And this puck is ahead, and here comes Robitaille again. Shoots! Just missed. He didn't miss by much on the glove side. This one's out into the neutral zone now. Robitaille again tips it in. Gonna go in after it. Bueller with him. Robitaille's got it again. He tries to stop up, but it's picked off, and now it comes to the line. Tipped! Whoa, just wide. We're going to get a penalty call here. And I don't know who this is going to. And it's a slashing call. And it's a penalty coming up here to Shelburne. And that's Nolan Ritchie, number 26, who's going to get the penalty. And 13:29 to go, and it's a 3-goal lead for the Muskies, and they're going to go on the disadvantage here as Georgian Bay gets a power play. Boy, how the momentum has swung. This one's off a stick and into the corner. Fleming going to put it over. Park came in from the line looking for the pass, but Salaturo kept it. Park now has it in the corner. Played around, centering pass. Bueller's got it, shoots off the body, and it's going to come to the line. Kept in again, now it's out. Whoa, big collision there as Taylor and Bueller came together. Now it's Georgian Bay at the line, now it's out. And Long's got it, but it's a delayed penalty coming up here, and it's going to go to Shelburne. We have another penalty for a high stick, and it's going to go to Shelburne here. Is it Andrew Taylor that's going to get it? I believe so. Referee calling it. Taylor's going to go to the box for a high stick, and it's a 2-man advantage for the it's a 2-man advantage for Georgian Bay here, 5-on-3. We get a face-off, and Shelburne just ices this. I don't even know how much time is left in the first penalty, so it's not on the scoreboard, so it's going to be brought ahead. Applekings trying to control on this 5-on-3. This is played in deep. This is Fleming now in behind the net, centering. He was trying to get it to Bueller, but couldn't. Centering! Hope makes the save, and it'll hang on. Boy, good job by Fleming there behind the net to control that situation, and he almost had a man, but couldn't put it in behind Hope. And the face-off will remain in the Muskies' end. Hang on. So Ouellette's going to come in and take the face-off. It wasn't done properly, and Muskies win it, and they'll get it out. So it's out of the zone, and Georgian Bay will reset in the neutral zone. They'll bring it in across the line. Applekings setting up on this power play. This is Blazer. Shoots! Just wide, blocker inside. Lagozo's tied up with his man in front, creating quite a screen. Now from behind, we get another hit, and it's a Georgian Bay penalty here. And that's going to be for the hit from behind, or at least the board is what they call it. And it's Park that's going to get it, and that's going to put us to a 4-on-3 here. Face-off will be in the Georgian Bay end. 4-on-3. So a little bit of a halt to Georgian Bay's momentum on that one. And this one's going to be won by the Applekings, and they're going to skate it out. Robitaille in across the line, centering pass, nobody home. To the line, Long keeps it in. Connor Long, number 4. He's going to pass it down low. Fleming centering. Oh, crossbar! It's loose, it's in! And Robitaille scores again. And man, oh man, how the tides have changed here. That isn't a fish joke, by the way. I'm just saying, I mean, all water jokes technically could be construed as muskie jokes, but I swear that was not the intent. But where we are now is another goal from Jacob Robitaille of the Applekings, and all of a sudden it's a 2-goal game here. Question is, though, what is the status of play in terms of, is it a 4-on-4, 5-on-4, 4-on-3? Well, we can tell you this, is that the Dodgers have a 3-1 lead at the end of 7. So Will Smith homered and Max Muncy homered. So the Dodgers have a 3-1 lead heading into the top of the 8th. That's what we can tell you. But what we can also tell you is that it's a 8-6 Muskie lead with 11:28 to go here in the 3rd. Shelburne Muskies 0-3 to start the season are desperate for a win. Georgian Bay with 11 skaters in this one. And already gassed from last night's trip to Port Elgin to the Plex in Port Elgin to take on the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks at a game in which they lost 5-3. So they've put a tremendous effort on the ice here tonight. And, well, this has been entertaining. For an 8-6 game, it's been quite entertaining. The goalies have been quite good. Riley Hope's been outstanding since he came into the game in relief. And the ones that have beat him, he has had very little hope on. So, yeah, so we play on here. Hodgson has it in his own end over to Lagozo, and it's up ahead. McGurk he was all alone at the blue line, but now they're in across the line. Centering, oh, good chance there. Lagozo shot, oh, he had the net, and he missed it. Hodgson takes it again. 4-on-4, and Shelburne has this set up like it's a power play for them. Now it's a giveaway, look out. Here come the Applekings the other way. One of them was going off, so it wasn't a true, oh, look out. Fleming was almost right into the kitchen of Riley Hope. Here they come the other way. As we go back and forth again, there's a shot wide on the glove side of Elwood as he goes down. And now the puck is in the neutral zone. Given away. Look out. Bueller in. Backhand scores. Evan Bueller with the hat trick goal. And my, oh my. I cannot explain what is happening here. Normally I'm pretty good at that, but I cannot explain this. 3 straight unanswered goals for the Applekings makes this a 8-7 game. It's a power play right now, though, for Shelburne with 39 seconds left. Man, oh man. Sometimes in senior hockey you feel like you've seen it all. Well, nope. My goodness. Like I said, I knew we were in for a finish, but did not expect this. The Muskies were up 4 at one point. It was 8-4 at one point in this hockey game in this 3rd period. Not long ago. Burke, backhand, nobody at home. Here's a shot from the side, and Muskies trying to keep it in that end. 11 seconds left in the power play. Here's a pass across. Stoneham shoots. Glove save, Elwood! Woohoo! That's a beauty and a big save for the Applekings netminder. 6 seconds left in the power play for Shelburne with an offensive zone face-off here coming up. 9:54 to go in the 3rd. Muskies lead 8-7. Back to the line. There's a shot. Elwood safe. Rebound. It's in behind the net. Now the Muskies control. We're back to even strength. Here's a shot from the line. Elwood. Deflected it wide. It's in behind the net now. There's a shot on Elwood. He's got it, and he'll hang on. Boy, oh boy. If you aren't watching, you should be. But to those who are, thank you very much. Live on YouTube, Andrew Rodgers, live OEHL hockey. And we're coming to you live from Shelburne, Ontario, Canada at the CDRC. What an effort from both teams in this one. Sebastian DeCastro puts it around. He's going to get the puck back. Got pressure there from Fleming. He played across to Taylor. In some skates, Shelburne trying to get out of their own end here. DeCastro on the boards, can't get it out. Now he will. He'll skate it out. He'll play it ahead. Devin Train, who's got two. Centering, can't get it there. And it's going to be Robitaille. He comes up the ice. Gets deflected away there at the blue line, but will remain in the Muskie end. Bueller with the hat trick in the game. DeCastro puts him in, and Nate Castro has it. Alejandro, number 71, puts it in. Elwood gloves it, leaves it, and now he'll hang on to it. Fraser Cocker come in there to look for a loose puck, and Elwood hangs on, and we'll have a face-off coming up here in the Georgian Bay end with 8:41 to go in the third. Applekings have made this game an interesting one as they battle here, and this one's in on Elwood, and he's gonna, whistle. It's always dangerous when the goalies decide to do that, but either way, we'll get another face-off in the Applekings zone. It'll come to the left-hand side of Elwood. This is around. Solaturo left it, and McGurk tried to throw it back in. Now it's in. Here's Weber, shoots! Just missing, glove hand side. It's kept in. Rive couldn't keep it in, and here comes the Applekings. Simmons throws it into the far corner. Lagozo, he'll play it up. Off a body and out of the play. That one off of Ouellette and out of play. Clock continues to tick here. 8:08 left here in period number 3. 8-7 Muskies in what has been a very entertaining hockey game. Won by the Applekings. Connor Long. No shot yet. He'll play it into the corner. This is going to come off the stick, and it'll be played ahead, and across the line they come. No shot. Ferreira had it. Weber has it now. He'll play it across. No one home. And the Applekings come the other way. Robitaille across. And Rive, he takes his man into the boards. A big double check on there, and Riley Hope's got it, and we'll get a face-off. Face-off coming up here to the right-hand side of Riley Hope. 7:38 now in the third. Face-off one. Here's a shot. That's off the blocker of Hope. GW King keeps it in. Shot. Good save. Rebound. Hope's got it, and they'll hang on. Plenty of traffic all night in front of Riley Hope, and he's done a nice job being able to get in front of it. Applekings, unbelievable effort from them, 11 skaters, and making this game a tight one. Shelburne's got it, and they played it ahead, barely out of the zone, but now it's all the way down. This will be played across. Going to come to center, and here comes Blazer. He'll play it back to Bueller. Bueller shoots to the far corner. Fleming back to the line. There's a shot. Stopped by Hope. It's going to go to the corner while Burke plays it ahead. It's to center. Blazer's got it again. He'll throw it to the open side. They'll get it back again. And it's back into the zone, and they'll play it ahead. This one's going to be Fleming. And across the line, they're onside. Centering pass, Robitaille. He won't get it, but he waits on the boards to receive it. Now it's going to be played in behind. Oh, Robitaille down, and he's hurt. And now referee right there, and I believe he's going to call a penalty. I just don't know how many. At least one is coming here, I believe. Robitaille. He's slow to get up, but he looks to be all right. But we're going to get one penalty, and I believe it's Magoni. We're going to get coincidental penalties. So Robitaille and Caruso. So one of the best Applekings is in the box for this coincidental minor, and we continue on. No power play. There's a shot. That's wide. Kept in by the Applekings. Now it's out. Salaturo in across the line, picked off by Hodgson. Hodgson plays it. It's passed to Castro, and Stoneham can't get it out. Laser tried to get to the front and couldn't. Now it's to the line. Kept in again. Salaturo! Blocker saving a beauty from Riley Hope. Check on the boards. It's in the corner. Going to come to Stoneham. He takes a check from Ouellette. That one off of the... and now it's Ouellette and Stoneham that are jawing. It's Reed Simmons. We're going to get another penalty here. And referee pretty vocal about it, as it's a holding penalty. And is it Shelburne or Georgian Bay? My goodness. Just an endless parade to the box here in the third. The penalty's going to go to Shelburne, and that'll put Georgian Bay on the power play here. 5:45 to go, face off in the Muskies end. And the Applekings have the power play. It's 8-7 Muskies. This one's played to the line, kept in. Play to the far side. You're going to get another chance to clear it. McGurk does, and it's all the way down the ice. Elwood out. Nicastro ahead. Can't get there. And now it's going to be played across. Oh, big check by Nicastro in behind the play, and takes down one of the linesmen as well. Stick breaks and everything. Now it's across. Here's Robitaille. He had it. It was stripped at the line, and now it's out. We're going to get another penalty here. I believe this one's going to go to Tristan Park this time. And it'll be a Georgian Bay penalty. So Park goes to the box. That negates the power play. And we'll get a minute and 22 seconds of 4-on-4. 5:06 to go here in the third. Still 3-1 for the Dodgers. They have a bases loaded in the top of the eighth. Here comes the Applekings up the ice on this 4-on-4. Blazer tried to go to the outside, had it stripped away. Reed Simmons there in support, trying to get control of the puck, can't. McGurk did a good job there for Shelburne. Now he's got it, he'll bring it ahead across center. He'll come into the Georgian Bay zone and go wide. He'll get it back and play it deep. Past Stoneham, it'll come to Lagazzo. He'll play it to Stoneham. He gets taken down by Blazer. Hodgson there in support, can't get the puck. It's off a referee. Now it's going to be in behind the net of Elwood. 4:17 to go. The clock is going to be the biggest thing for the Applekings here, as the Shelburne Muskies try and maintain a one-goal lead. Salaturo in across the line, shoots! Wide on the glove hand side, and it will be all the way out. So good rush there by Salaturo, but shot wide. Now that's down the ice. Is it going to be an icing call? Yes, it will. Face-off will come back in the Georgian Bay end. So 4-on-4 continues for another 11 seconds, and then we'll get a Muskies power play. Face-off here to the right-hand side of Elwood. Andrew Rodgers with you on the live call here on live on YouTube, OEHL action. Shelburne Muskies hockey from the center Dufferin Recreation Complex, Shelburne, Ontario, Canada, presented by Dufferin Mutual and Larry's Small Engines. Here's a chance for Shelburne. Scores! Weber! Great pass by Ferreira. And just like that, Shelburne, almost blowing a 4-goal lead, now has their a 2-goal lead restored. And it's now 9-7 for Shelburne here. So 9-7 with 3:43 to go. And so it's a power play goal also for Shelburne as the penalty had expired. So we're back to 5-on-5, what seems like finally. And now the puck is in the Shelburne end. To the line, kept in, now it's out. And here comes Weber. He had a man with him, but nice defensive play there. Now it's in behind the net of Elwood. It'll be played up. And it's going to come to the line and out. It'll be picked off by the Muskies, who send this in, and Elwood's going to glove it and hold on. 3:11 to go here in period 3. 9-7, Muskies lead it. This has been one of the craziest games I've ever called. And we get a whistle here because the referee was still in discussion with one of the Applekings players off to the side, and they dropped the puck. That was wild. Now we're down to 3:09 to go. Face off one, and it's out. Ritchie plays it off the boards and back in the zone. Reed Simmons back to grab it for the Applekings. And now it's in behind the net. It'll be taken away by Burke. Burke in the corner gets worked over. He's trying to get up. Can't. And it'll be played back to Burke. Shoots off the side of the net. Gets another opportunity here. Centering pass comes to the line. Here's a shot just wide as Burke was dumped in front. Or no, now Connor Long going at Nicastro. Gives him another tap as Shelburne continues to hold this puck. It's offside at the line, and now we'll get the whistle, and Connor Long is going to go to the box for Georgian Bay, I believe. I don't think they're going to send both, just one. And, well, Georgian Bay will now be shorthanded. So I think, yeah, it's a double minor on Connor Long. The first one is cross-checked on Nicastro as the play wasn't even anywhere near them. And then the second one was a slash near the blue line as the play was essentially developing. So that puts us at a power play, or a 4-minute power play for Shelburne with a 9-7 lead. It's up the ice now, and Fleming in across the line. He makes a check there, but he goes down. And now we're going to get another penalty here. And I'm not really sure what the penalty is for. So not sure. Mackenzie Fleming tried to lay a hit on McGurk and went down. And we're going to get an interference call. Okay, that's a weird one on me, but they're calling McGurk for interference. And yeah, that's one of the weirder penalties I've seen. Fleming came in to put a hit on, and McGurk was standing in front of the actual play. So technically, yeah, interference would make sense. But the way that developed, just kind of odd. Felt weird. But anyway, 2:07 to go. It's a 9-7 game. Shot! Hope makes the save. They battle for him in front. Right in front of the referee, too. Fleming and Sebastian De Castro, number 44. Here's a centering pass. Fleming trying to get this puck out, can't. Lagozo is going to go in after it. It's a 4-on-3 here. And this one's down to Hodgson. Hodgson to Lagozo. Pass. Scores! Stoneham And the Muskies are into the double digits as they score to make it a 10-7 game. With 1:37 seconds left. And you know this has got to feel good for Shelburne here, because the way the first 3 games have started for them, they needed this badly. And for them to come out with this kind of an effort, hopefully will turn this season around for them. And Connor Long, he's out of the box now, and face-off will be controlled. And now we're going to get another penalty, this time to Hodgson, and we're going to get a trip. And it's an endless parade to the penalty box. The Hodgson with a little accidental trip off the face-off, and he gets called right away. So back to the box, and 4-on-3. And they're going to send someone off from Georgian Bay. That's Connor Long. His night's done. And so it's still 4-on-3, as I could tell. And I'm going to take that off there. This one's all the way down the ice, back in the Georgian Bay end. 1:23 to go. 4-on-3 here for Georgian Bay. It'll be brought in by Salaturo. They'll play it back Blazer. Salaturo again. Blazer at the line. Salaturo. No shot yet. They'll play it to Blazer, who has a lane. Sends it to Salaturo. We're into the final minute. Period 3. Blazer again. Shoots. Save. Rebound. There it is. Oh! Just wide off the stick of Salaturo. Here's another shot. Hope with the save. Still in deep. 42 seconds left now. It'll be picked off by Lagozo, and he's going to go for a skate. Lagozo going to send it back to DeCastro, number 44. He puts it in behind the net of Riley Hope. 25 seconds left here. DeCastro's going to hold it. Are they going to let him just do that for the next 20 seconds? Here comes DeCastro out of the zone now, and he's just going to play it down. And we're going to go in behind the net of Elwood. GW King grabs it, and that will do it. Final 5 seconds going, and they ring the horn early. That's wild. There it is. That'll bookmark this one. Put it in the books. Shelburne Muskies recording their first win in the senior circuit in 3 years with a 10-7 victory over the shorthanded Georgian Bay Applekings here at the CDRC. So, end of the line here. Shelburne records their first victory. They improved to 1-3. As for the Georgian Bay Applekings, they fall to 2-4. It's been an unbelievable night here in Shelburne, but that's going to do it for me. I'm Andrew Rodgers. You've been watching OEHL Hockey live on YouTube for Dufferin Mutual and Larry's Small Engines. Good night from Shelburne.